Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Erin Lindauer, and I'm in Indianapolis, Indiana, and I'm excited to post some information about accountability. And honestly, accountability is probably 90% of the reason why folks hire us as trainers. I am a trainer at heart. My husband Tony and I own Transformation Fitness and Wellness. And so today I'm really going to dive into some awesome stuff that deals with accountability. So I hope you have your pens and paper handy because I am going to be giving you some good stuff to write down. So what we were going to be covering today is the social influence inventory. So who is influencing you? 4 strategies to deal with negative relationships, 5 types of support you will need, getting support from your natural resources, the people who are right around you, and why people don't ask for help. This is a really important one. And last but not least, I'm going to give you a reach formula that you can take away, and I hope you're writing this stuff down. So starting out with a quote from Jim Rohn, and he says, the social influence inventory. So who's influencing you? We are all being influenced by someone. Since this influence will determine to some extent the direction of our lives, it is far better to deliberately choose the people we will permit to influence us than to allow the power of the wrong influence to weave its effect on us, with or without our knowledge or conscious choice. So it's important to know who you're surrounding yourself around. We talk a lot with our staff and also with our clientele that birds of a feather flock together, and this is an important quote from Jim stating just that. So let's talk about your social inventory. This is a great quote that I really like to give people, and it's, you will be the same person in 5 years except for 2 things: the people you meet and the books you read. So who are you putting yourself around? Who are you reading? What books are you reading? This is something that I've taken to heart. Reading is something, for folks who know me, that I have religiously put as part of my day. The first 30 minutes of my day are always spent reading. It's typically something on leadership, something that's going to help me be a better team leader for my staff. And so I want you to start thinking about who you're putting yourself around, and is that person being a positive influence, especially if you're looking for weight loss, or you're trying to get more fit, or you're trying to feel better about yourself. If you're not surrounding yourself with people who are wanting you to succeed, it gets really challenging and it gets hard and it's not fun. So you have to kind of take inventory of, okay, who's around me? Do they always constantly say, hey, Erin, I got this Snickers over here? Well, you got to make sure that you're strong enough to say no, or purposely don't put yourself in that situation. So the next thing I want you to understand is not everybody's going to want to see you succeed. That was something that I had to learn very early in life, and how you deal with these negative relationships is important. So number one, it's pretty obvious, but you want to limit your exposure to the negative. And sometimes that's hard. You have to purposely remove yourself from the negative situations in your life. Now, we can't always avoid every single thing that comes at us, but you have to purposely say, you know, every time I hang around this person, I'm left defeated, I don't feel good, and you just have to kind of excuse yourself and keep moving on with your day. The next one is just the exact opposite. So put yourself around those exciting people, those people who are fun to be around. You want to be around them. They just make you feel better. They're just smiling all the time, and be that person. Want to be the person that people want to be around, and you're exciting and fun and energetic. And sometimes you got to fake it till you make it, people, but you really have to put that happy face on and truly put yourself around the positive influences, the people who make you feel better. Also, build that immunity to the negative. Almost repel the negative from your life. You can sense negativity when you're around someone. You're like, oh gosh, this doesn't feel right. Well, try to get yourself away from those situations, repel that negativity, and just avoid it altogether. The fourth one is just really avoiding the negativity altogether. The 5 types of support you are going to need for true accountability are emotional, educational, appraisal, tangible, and then that accountability support. So where's your natural support going to come from? Most likely it's going to come from your family, a spouse, significant other, partner, children, siblings, friends, even neighbors can be good support for certain people, and coworkers. Those are the people that you honestly do surround yourself with, and you want them to be that positive influence and repel the people who are negative. Recruit this type of support that you need, and that may come from your family and friends, but I'm going to be honest, guys, your friends and family may be your best source of emotional support, but when it comes to that how-to advice, really leave that up to the professionals. Find someone who knows more about something that you want, whether it's weight loss or truly finances, anything in life. Sometimes you do have to enlist the expert in that field, and you know what it's like to talk to your family about finances. It's not very fun. The next thing is when you're looking for someone to help you with your fitness and your health. Obviously, you've enlisted the people here in this forum, but also look into a trainer, someone in a fitness class. Find a training partner, someone with similar goals. Latch on to folks on this forum here, because we're all in this fight together. We're all wanting to win, and you have to find the people who are in your circle that want to see you succeed. Positive books, audios, videos, websites. Joining a health club can be very important. Finding a gym that you can go to and feel comfortable in. And next, what I want to do is really segue into, okay, so we know we've got these people who can support us, but maybe why don't we ask for support? What's maybe the reasons why we don't ask for the type of support? And I'm going to be honest, most people fear. We honestly just fear asking for help. We don't want to look stupid. We don't want to be the person that doesn't know the answer. And it's really not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength. You say, you know what? I want to do better. I'm not quite sure how to do better, but I don't want you to be afraid. If you're on this forum and you're like, you know what? I need more accountability. I'm not quite sure if I'm doing this right. Make sure you post something on here. We're all here to help and inspire and motivate each of us. And you just have to ask, guys. You got to put it out there. No one's going to make you feel bad about a question you ask. And that's the great thing about doing something with all the experts you have on this forum here. So I'm going to leave you with one formula. It's called the REACH formula. And number 1, the R stands for reach. So you want to reach out to others. Don't wait for people to come to you. You're in this challenge. You're working through some awesome obstacles and challenges that are going to come up in life. That's called life. But you got to reach out to others to ask for support, because otherwise you're going to get left in the dust. Next is express. Express to your friends, your family. We're not mind readers. If you're struggling, if you're not feeling so hot today, tomorrow, next week, the day before the end of the challenge, you've got to say something. Reach out and say, I need help. A stands for avoid. So you want to avoid the people from your life that make hitting your goals challenging. And don't take this lightly. You should never take it lightly when you're saying, you know what? You may not have been the most positive influence in my life, and right now I've got goals, and those goals are important to me. This is my health, this is my vitality, this is how I feel every day. The C in REACH stands for cultivate. So relationships die on the vine if you don't cultivate it. truly life is about relationships. We want to help people, and people want to help each other. And so you have to cultivate the relationship. Reach out to someone here on this Facebook page that maybe you don't know, and they're hitting those same struggles and paths, and they need an accountability partner. You may be across the U.S. from each other, but you're both in this journey together. And last but not least is H stands for help. So giving and receiving. You know, it's great to receive, but we also got to give. And so birds of a feather flock together, and I want you to get excited, stay pumped up, but know you're not in this alone. We're here to help you. You just have to ask.